Hello, my boomerizzles, and welcome back to the channel. It is I, the Ultimate Muppet, and today we're going to go hang out with Dara Ó Briain. Finally got it right. I know. It's about fucking time, mate. So, this is Dara Ó Briain from his YouTube channel, by the way, if you haven't checked his out, if you're a fan of his. That's always out there. But this is titled, What British People Really Think of Americans. So these videos are always fun and interesting. So in fact, there's another one being recommended to me right now. That one looks more like a serious analysis of it, though. But this one's stand-up comedy from Dara. So let's laugh at this incredibly funny Irish comedian. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And here we go. Let's check him out.
Because the thing is, the joy of it is, like, whatever, of the Irish people, where are the Irish people again? Yeah! Who's the most recent immigrant among you? Let's go back. Who's only been out of the... how long are you out of the country, sir? 2 weeks! That's pretty recent as an immigrant, it has to be said, right? The thing about Ireland is a bit of cash. We've changed in Ireland. Oh, we've changed. Oh, this is our favourite line about ourselves. Oh, 2 weeks, you can never go back. You won't recognise the place when you go back. It's changed. Oh, those 2 weeks, the country's gone so much different. You wouldn't recognise it. You can never go back.
He must got some money if he's going to a show in 2 weeks after moving there. Although I keep thinking, I probably made this mistake on the one Jimmy Carr video too. I feel like our prices over here are so much, when it comes to going to shows, whether it's like stand-up comedy or, sporting events or concerts, they're just astronomically higher here, I think.
We're loving this about ourselves because we finally got a bit of cash in our pockets, and we love the notion, oh, we're not the same place we were. We've lost our soul, we've lost our spirit. We're exactly the same age as we always were, right? But with a bit of cash. There's no change. Well, there's one change in Ireland. Baguettes. There's a lot more baguettes in Ireland than there ever were when I was growing up there. Even in the 2 weeks since you left, my friend, that place has gone baguette crazy. You can't move for baguettes. When I was there, a sandwich was a sandwich. Bit of bread, bit of ham, bit of cheese. Here's another bit of bread. That's a sandwich. Now it's feckin' baguettes in every direction. But I'll say this for the Irish. We do baguettes in a way that no French person has ever done baguettes. We have a unique take on the baguette that the French could only dream of. No French person in history has ever walked into a baguetteria, or whatever the hell the name of the shop is. What's the name of the place that sells baguettes? A baguette shop. Yeah, I meant in Paris. Le Shop des Baguettes. What's it called? It's called a boulangerie, of course it is. In fact, I know that. I just love getting people to shout out boulangerie in the middle of a gig, because it's the sexiest kind of lingerie. What are you wearing tonight? My boo lingerie. Oh, I love the way the tits light up. I know. It's good. No one has ever walked into a boulangerie and gone, je veux une baguette. And they've gone, ah, tu veux une baguette? Nous sommes une boulangerie. Nous avons beaucoup de baguettes. Qu'est-ce que tu veux dans le baguette? Peut-être le jambon ou le fromage. No Parisian has ever gone, no, je veux pas le jambon, ni le fromage. Je veux un full Irish breakfast.
Didn't know you could speak French. That's impressive. Anytime an American sees anybody speak more than one language, it's impressive to us.
Exactly, hash browns, beaucoup de hash browns. Et les baked beans aussi, beaucoup de baked beans, right? Now wrap it in cling film, I'll put it in the passenger seat of the car. Right, so. But the fact that in Ireland we went all the way from being stupid ones to being Nobel laureate, river dancing, chorus, whatever that we are at the moment, right? These tags are so arbitrary, they're so randomly assigned, whatever. And as a comedian, if you work for a while, you spot that there are just buttons you can press with regard to the peoples of the world, right? Because we basically, all of us have a list in our head of the countries we know, and we've one or two words beside to describe the people in them, right? Because we're busy people, we can't have fully formed impressions of all the people in the world, right? So it narrows down to a couple of very common phrases all the time. Right? My friend from California, you may wish to block your ears just for a tiny moment at this stage, right? I'll give you an example. If I said to you, Americans, what are they like as people? Americans are fat and stupid. Those are the two things. Every gig I do, fat and stupid. The French are arrogant and smelly. That's it.
Smelly?
Every gig.
Actually, I have heard that before. Both of them. I think the one that we've heard the most, forgive me if I know there's at least one French person that follows this channel. I finally found one person from France that follows the channel. Bless you. But the one that I've heard is mean. But I've actually seen comments on. I actually saw a comment recently where someone said a lot of French were chiming in, and they said, "Don't confuse Parisians with the rest of us." So apparently, the people in Paris are ultra mean. But the rest of the people in the French countryside are very nice. I don't know. But, like anything, it's just a generalization and a stereotype like anything else.
Two words. The Dutch are stoned. Right, that's that. It's harsh, but and
Did you
clearly
say
these
sold?
things... Every gig, they say 2 words. The Dutch are stoned. Right, that's that.
Sewed?
It's harsh, but and...
One more time.
Every gig, they say 2 words. The Dutch are stoned. Right, that's that.
Sold or
harsh,
sewed?
and...
Sold or sewed? That's, I don't know. Forgive me. One thing, I'll tell you guys one thing. Sorry, I'm pausing a lot this one, but one thing, I've never mentioned this on a video before. It's kind of personal, but my hearing is not very good. So sometimes, it'd probably be better if I wore headphones, but I just don't like having those things on my head. I'd rather just sit here in comfort and listen to the thing on the speakers. But yeah, my hearing's not so great. So if I met you in person, you'd hear me say this a lot. What? Anyway.
Clearly these things aren't true.
Queen Boomer.
What?
Come here.
I didn't know it was there.
Because I heard you outside the door. You can attest to this, right?
What?
I have not so great hearing.
Yes, you do not.
What is the word that I say the most often?
What? And no, you cannot hear.
Yeah.
It's like from one side, I've realized.
I feel like it changes sometimes.
I don't know. You need to go get your ears looked at.
Maybe.
Yeah, he can't hear, so...
Well, I mean, the one thing
Good luck with that doing reaction.
the number one thing I gotta do a checkup on is the one that you want to do.
What?
What, with the finger?
Oh, your prostate exam?
Yeah.
You need a doctor. As much as I would love to watch you squirm, I need a professional.
No, I'd rather you do it. It's free.
Oh my god, no. Everyone, if you are a man and you are approaching the age of 40,
Yes.
get a finger up your butt. King Mover will do it soon.
Get checked for prostate cancer.
Great
yes,
name.
that's correct.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you.
All right. The lovely Queen Boomer, ladies and gentlemen.
Do fat and stupid. The French are arrogant and smelly. That's it. Every gig, they say 2 words. The Dutch are stoned. Right, that's that. It's harsh, but and clearly these things aren't true. But the joy of this thing is you can do that for a few different countries, right? But then it peters out quite dramatically when you get a little bit outside of Europe, right? Or outside the English-speaking. Face it, none of us as a crowd would go, Slovenia? Ah, Jesus, those feckers. Ah, sure, they're, rampant and well-read. We don't have phrases for all these people. Oh, the Tongans are tall and well-mannered. It just... we don't have phrase for all the countries of the world. And there's loads of obscure countries in the world that we know nothing about, right? So feck it, we should just make shit up. Every 5 years in the UN, there should be a draw, like a giant bowl, like the FIFA draw. And the ambassador from a country, name for me a very obscure country. Cork, right?
That's a fucking city. Or a town. What's the difference between when does it actually? Let's look this up. Here we go. First of all, let's look at court. Sorry, I'm pausing so much at this one. A city in the Republic of Ireland. Okay, so it is a city. Now, here's the one I was going to ask. When does a town become a city? There is no single universally agreed upon definition of when a town becomes a city. It often depends on the specific context, such as a country's legal definitions, population size, or even historical factors. Some places use population thresholds, while others rely on official designations or historical significance. Okay. That sounded like a politician's answer. AI over you. Fuck that. That sounded just like a politician's answer. That just made me more mad. Well, actually, it made me mad because I wasn't mad before. Now I'm mad. All right, let's get back to the comedy.
Terribly obscure country, not legally based in anything, by the way. More obscure than that. Well, name me an obscure country. Swaziland, perfect example. The Swaziland ambassador has to walk down and rustles the paper up and holds it up, and it just says, "Shite at small talk." And then for the next 5 years, every time you hear about Swaziland, you go, "Oh, jeez, they're shite at small talk. The Swaziland, I can't do it." Gosh, I met a lad from Swaziland. I said, "How's your wife?" He said, "She's very dry." You mean she's a very dry sense of humour? That's not what I mean at all. Well, they're shite at small talk. And you can just make this stuff up, for God's sake. Name another obscure country. Angola, perfect example. Who among us truly knows about the Angolans? Who among us has studied, has lived, has travelled? Who among us has seen from the passenger seat of a jet plane what the people of Angola are truly like? One man knows what the Angolans... I'm working up to you, by the way, here. It's got to... He could describe for us in a couple of words the characteristic, the not physical, personality traits, come up with a couple of ones now, that perfectly sum up the Angolans. Scott, in your wide-ranging RAF-based knowledge, the Angolans are...
Angry.
Angry and...
Violent.
Angry and violent. It's not a huge, broad spectrum of personality here, is it? Luckily, they combine their anger with a bit of violence, so it all works out well for them. Let's try one more. What did you say? Oh, Vanuatu. Very good. You're loving that, aren't you? You're very happy you shouted Vanuatu. The people of Vanuatu are... Vacuous. Good answer. I like the way you're thinking here, right? Vacuous and... Unknown.
Wait. Hold on. I guess we're going to be looking up a few things. Vacuous. Does that mean empty? Vacuous. Having showing a lack of thought, having or showing a lack of thought or intelligence. So empty-head. Yeah, I was gonna say like empty-headed. Got it. Okay. I figured since it starts with vac, which usually means empty. So I think. I don't know.
The people of Vanuatu are vacuous and unknown. It's no surprise that they've remained so unknown, given that when you finally get to know them, there's nothing there. You should see them stuck on a lift with the Angolans. Oh, the Angolans are kicking off in a huge way. But the Vanuatuan people have no opinion to offer in the situation. I know it's slow, but is it? I don't know. I had nothing to say about the whole thing. And you're kind of wondering, Dara, what's the point of this? The point of this is, in a week's time, there will be a news report where they say, and there's a situation brewing at the moment in Vanuatu. And you're going to go, oh, those vacuous pricks.
Hi, this is Dara Ó Briain.
Dara Ó Briain. He's got a channel, ladies and gentlemen. Go check it out. You know what I really like about him? He seems very welcoming and warm. You know, like somebody who... And I could be totally wrong. Maybe he's a prick in real life. I highly doubt it, though. From what I've seen, he seems like a great dude. But yeah, he seems very open and welcoming, and very And that I love that about people who have those character traits. You know. Anyway, but nice little set there. We didn't really hear much about what British people really think of Americans. Other than they're fat and stupid, but I already knew that was a stereotype. The fat one in particular, I think is when I step outside this domain and get out there into the world or in town, I see a lot of it. And I'm no better. I got a gut, but there's some big ass people out there around here. So that one for sure. Anyway, I actually like that idea where you actually throw names or throw a country in there. What is it? No, you pick a country and then you just pull 2 cards out of a thing and they have to be that stereotype for a while. That's a good idea. Just mix things around a little bit. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Shout out to Ireland. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. I meant Northern Ireland and the Republic, by the way. Somebody claimed I didn't know the difference between the two, but I do. Trust me. And Cork is the city, I found out, so that's good. Anyway, much love. I'll see you next time. Peace.